What is up? So, I've been talking about showing everybody the collection that I got so far because people don't know, but I really only collect like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti type books. Like, I don't collect Spider Man. However, I do have some Spider Man only because there's a Squatch on the cover. So, decided that I will finally go live, show the short box that I have put together in the past 5 months or so since I started collecting, and show everyone what I've obtained so far. And there's so much more. But like I said, this is the only thing I collect. I mean, I collect Walking Dead, but like I just want to put a run of Walking Dead together. But with Bigfoot covers and Bigfoot books, like, I mean, you never know what you're going to find because it's not like a category that everybody really looks at. You know what I'm saying? So they're not in any order. They've been mixed up so much. So I'm really just going to reach in and grab right off the bat. I'm going to pull this one out. Now, this is a Web of Horror book. I'm not 100% sure how old it is, but it's early Wrightson work. Bernie or Ernie Wrightson, I believe. But look at that Yeti. And what's cool about these Web of Horror books is that you got the title right on the front. Turn it around, you got the Virgin cover. And you can display it and stuff. However, mine has a rip on it, so I can't really display the back. But it is beautiful artwork, let me tell you. For sure. Some beautiful artwork. If I could ever get my hands on a really, really decent one, I will get one again and frame it. But other than that, but look at this. Another Yeti. Just freaking wailing on that guy. It's so rad. So, move those to the side. All right, now, because I know I'll forget to pull these out, but in my top loaders, like I keep like my like prized books like to the side of me here, and I came up on this Wendigo at my LCS. They have this for like $90 in the condition I got it right here, and I got this for like $15 on eBay. And it is in beautiful condition. Beautiful. But, I didn't get it for the X-Men. I got it for Wendigo. And this was actually an A-OK from our little Fooberry Crunch. He wrote me this message talking shit to me. I always say something so sincere and like as a friend, and he's always just like, yeah, F you, bro. And all this other shit. I'm just kidding. Foo's an amazing dude, and he first showed his amazingness when he sent me this. The very first appearance of Wendigo, Hulk 162. I mean, this was one of the ones that, like, every time I looked at how much it was, I was like, damn, man, I can't buy that right off the bat. You know what I mean? And he sent that shit to me, and it blew my mind. And I'm still forever grateful for that. And fucking will always love Foo, even the choices that he makes about being furry and everything. I will still. What up, Warlord? What's going on? Thanks for coming in, watching. And this Christmas, Foo does it again, and he knew. Because we all talk about the books that we want in our little group chat. And, I said this one is the most expensive one in the Squatch category so far that I've come across. I mean, there's some pricey ones, but like to get this one in really good condition, he sent me Tales to Astonish. This is Jack Kirby and Stanley Abominable Snowman. It is a beautiful, beautiful piece of history right there. He sent me that. I don't have any more. One was enough. What up, Chad? All right, like I said, this is not in any order whatsoever, so I'm just going to start going through them. But I recently won this one in a Comic Vantage. You got Deadpool riding Wendigo. It's pretty badass. And I picked this one up at my LCS. Every time I go, I seem to find Sasquatch somewhere. So Sasquatch is a very funny looking dude. They're considered a Sasquatch, however, they got tails. Marvel liked to draw everything with tails. Even Kong Gorilla, who fought Godzilla at one time, he's the biggest Bigfoot of all. He's got a tail. Oh, looks like, okay. So this right here is a Spider-Man run. It's just regular Spider-Man storyline, I think, not the Amazing. But it's Perceptions, and I'm still missing one object. I think, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 5 I'm missing. But like you got Wendigo in the background. Wendigo. So I just need 1 and 5. And then I'll have that one complete. And then there was some hype this year about joining the Gibbon gang. Now, Gibbon, he's got all the characteristics of a Squatch. I mean, he looks like a damn Squatch. He ain't got no tail. So you know I got that Amazing Spider-Man 110. Had to get. It is a beautiful copy. Super stoked to have it. And got myself 111 because the Gibbon makes another appearance right there. Had to swoop those. Yeah. When I first started coming around, I was joining on auctions before I started my auction and everything. And I went a little crazy one week and forgot stuff that I bought. Well, I ended up buying 2 of this Hulk where he fights Wendigo and Sasquatch. One is in way better condition, so like I will probably get rid of that one. Now this, all near mint. I keep them wrapped up together. But Rob Zombie did a Bigfoot book with Steve Niles and Richard Corbin. Everybody's familiar with old Rob Zombie, I'm sure. But they did a 4-book series. And that last one. But yeah, I love this one a lot. It was a cool story. Be tight if they'd ever like redo the story, or not redo, but add on to the story, because they left it pretty open. It'd be cool for them all to get together and do it again. You know what I mean? What up, Tim? Yeah, but Hulk's weak, dude. Squatch and Wendigo probably freaking. I haven't even read it, but I'm pretty sure they whoop his ass. So Fu won this. Freaking Comic Vantage put this in one of his books and never thought to say, hey, I put a big freaking yeti flexing his fucking glutes. But Fu's such a nice guy, he sent it to me. But pretty damn cool. I wish I would have found that in a Vantage box. But of course, who would find it? Fu. Oh, next one up. This is when the Thing confronts Sasquatch. Look at how big Sasquatch is to the Thing. That fool's tiny as shit, dude. Sasquatch would just fucking wreck his day. Then you got Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing, and Alpha Flight. You know, I'm going to get it if my boy Squatch is on the cover. And earlier I said that Kong Gorilla fought, Godzilla. Completely wrong. Completely wrong. It's Yetregar is the biggest Bigfoot of all. That's how smart I am. I forget who Kong Gorilla fights, but I could have sworn it was that. But this is pretty cool. If I could get it out. So one of the boxes that I got one time, the dude threw in a Sasquatch card. But what I got here came in an oatmeal box. And one time Quaker Oats or whatever the hell did a little special with Popeye and everything. I want to say it was early 90s or 80s. But Popeye meets Bigfoot. I even got the box that it came in, the oatmeal box. They sent that too when I bought this. I thought that was funny. But I guess that would make this worth more if it comes with the box that came with it. But, I mean, I'm not ever going to sell it. It's going in the Squatch vault. All right. So next up we got Tarzan fighting a Yeti. And there's still a couple more of this one. This is the Monster Hunters Survival Guide. This is their Sasquatch A cover, I believe, or B cover. But what's cool about this is if any of you got Amazon Prime, you can look up a movie called Big Legend. And that's basically the origin story of one of the hunters in this comic book. And they ramped it up towards the end of the movie that there's going to be a Monster Hunters movie, and Lance Hendrickson is in it. Y'all remember him from like Alien movies and shit like that. He was Bishop. I mean, he's a rock star in all these sci-fi movies that are out now. And he was the guy doing the recruiting, and you're just like, oh shit, it's Monster Hunters. Like, it's gonna be so rad. But Weird War Tales. Bigfoot. You got $6 Million Man. And I don't think this is a Scotty Young. I think it's someone else. I forget the guy's name, but last name, but I know his first name's Ken something. That's pretty cool. Comic Vantage sent me this as an AOK he found. It looks like Wendigo, but it's Sasquatch. I don't know why he's white. This recently, I want to say it's recent. It came out. They released this Alpha Flight True North. So I just got it for, I think we're getting to my little alpha flight area. So we got Wendigo fighting Sasquatch. Squatch on the cover. And you got U.S. agent fighting Sasquatch. And some weird fucking dude in the background over there. White Squatch again. Alpha flight number 1. Alpha flight with Squatch on there. What's up, Mark? This one I think I got for a shadow, and I don't even think that's freaking him. But I know that this book is the origin of Sasquatch or something. So this, Missing Links, is a little anthology series of Bigfoot stories that a bunch of comic book artists got together and released a book together. So they have different stories in there. Pretty rad. And then you got Sasquatch presented by Viper Comics. Oh, piles falling over here. Right there. This one's dope. I'm sure you guys will get a kick out of it. The Natural Enquirer. Woolly trout. The other way. These books are. They keep falling. Oh, this guy. I did the 100 Days of Making Comics challenge where you work on it every day. I'm about to start the challenge again and do it live on YouTube, drawing, so you guys will watch me do the work. But he was one of the guys that ended up being in the anthology series. Oh, where's it at? Oh, it's part 1. Here's part 2. So one of his Bigfoot stories is actually in this anthology book that I've talked about a whole bunch of times, and I think you can see the Bigfoot right there. But this book's so freaking rad. It's one of those where it was 28 artists joined in, put all their stories together and made one rad ass book. But this is his personal story. He did a Bigfoot one in there, but this is one that he did. So had to show my support. Grab that. Foo sent me this as A-OK. Has a little Bigfoot on there from Bigfoot and Wild Boy, I think, from the Croft Super Show. And this is a X-Men 120. I still gotta get 121, but you got Squatch right there in the shadows. It's when they first introduced Alpha Flight. A lot of people don't know this, but Machine Man fought Sasquatch. Now back to our Kirby goodness with Stan Lee. Oh no, this isn't with Stan Lee. Sorry. Still Kirby though. When Kirby went to DC for that, I believe he did. No, he did, yeah. The demon meets up with Bigfoot. Now, we all know this wouldn't happen in real life because Bigfoot would fucking stomp on Superman or Superboy. But this Superboy, he's like punching out Bigfoot. We both know that wouldn't happen in real life. So bullshit slide. But I mean, so many people have met Squatch that even Jerry Lewis met a yeti, abominable snowman. Damn books are falling over. Alright, let me adjust this. So this is really old, well, not really old, but still Bigfoot in ARG, 1975, says. Pretty cool. In the, how many are there of this? So then Image has a book going out right now called Manifest Destiny. I think it's still going, but they had a 6-issue story about Sasquatch. And number 1 had 2 covers, so I got it anyways. There's number 2. Their Sasquatch are very weird looking though. Only have one eye. Pretty weird. Cool story though. And I want to say that they did another one, but I'm probably wrong. I think it's just a trade paperback that I saw. What's up, Area 51? All right, this one is an indie camping with Bigfoot. And this is a 2-part series called Yeti vs. Vampire. There's part 2. Scooby-Doo's actually met the Abominable Snowman, they've met Yeti, they've met Bigfoot. I still got to get those other books. That's the only Scooby-Doo one I got so far. But I will. And I think Rawhide Kid, this is a Rawhide Kid 107. I think he fights this Bigfoot again at some time. Old Rawhide Kid 20 center. And they were calling it the 8. Let's see here. Show that Scooby-Doo. All right. This one. Set those sideways like that. All right, sorry. This one I found at Frank and Sons at that Spider-Man booth at their little shop. So I swooped on that one. And when I say everybody has met Bigfoot or the Abominable Snowman or Yeti at some point, I mean everybody. Chipmunks. I mean, it just goes to show how far our Squatchdom, our Squatch clan has reached. This is one of those anthology books, and I use this as a picture sometimes just because, I mean, it's perfect. But it's called the Bigfoot book, and it's just a whole bunch of artists came together and fucking Chad. I'm like, what? They put their stories into a book, but how rad is that picture that it's a Bigfoot smoking, reading comics? That shit cracks me up. Oh, this is one of my favorites right here. Because anytime you cuss in the title, I love it. Doc Yeti fuck son. Yeti detective. How rad is that? It's like a one issue indie. It's so rad. This is the only one I've ever seen. I've never seen it for sale again. Then we got Crypto Legends by Bob Beeson. I got it signed right there. He's a member of the Bigfooting community and stuff like that. And a lot of you don't know, but I actually used to go out looking for these damn things. But oh, okay. Yeah, this is my Boris Karloff, the Yeti story. And I got this one signed too by Richard Lopez. This is just Yeti. The adventure begins. Signed. Let's see here. Oh, I found this at Spider Booth too. It was funny too because I was waiting in line to do their little machine game. I don't know if you guys ever watch Spider Booth's stories, but sometimes that pops up their game or whatever. So I was waiting in line for that, and like the long box that they got sitting right there, it was just opened up right to this, and it's a book that I've been looking for. But it's a Hulk when he fought Sasquatch, and there's fucking Sasquatch busting a tree over little puny banners. Face. And this is a funny story with these. So I ordered these books. I found out about the Bigfoot shapeshifter story from Savage, called Savage from Image Comics, right? So then this was the first time that I went to that Frankensons. The guy that made this actually has a little shop there where he sells comics. And that's when I found out that he owns that. And I was asking him if he's got Bigfoot comics, stuff like that. And he shows me he made this book. I was like, well, I just got that book and I love it. I'm going to bring him back and get him signed. So I came back like the next week. While I'm getting these signed, who walks up? Rob Liefeld. And, Jeff Frank, who signed these books for me, he was like, what up, Rob, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, dude, Rob, what up, man? Dude, as an artist, it was cool to meet another artist that, he was so famous and shit like that, And, dude was so cool. And he was like, yeah, man, what up? Oh, you signed this? And then, talk to him about, yeah, I collect Squatch. Found out he, is here and getting in my book signed. So he was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool thing to collect, stuff like that. So I got a picture with him and everything. And then he started signing stuff. I see people saying he's like a dick, but dude, he was nice to everybody that walked up. I even saw him later on that day. He's like, Squatch, like that. So it was like, oh, shit, that's cool. But, I guess everybody has their own experience and stuff. But it's a crazy memory that comes along with this, meeting Jeff Frank again and having him sign my books. And then Rob Liefeld walks up. But I ordered this one from Australia. And This one, I guess the Phantom's pretty big out there, but the Phantom fights Bigfoot. You see him hiding back there. Oh, we're getting to the end here. I ordered this just because Wendigo's on the back. I know nothing about what Weapon H is, but Wendigo's on the back there. We got the Yeti, the Mighty Yeti, I think is the title. It's covered up with that receipt. This one's called Teddy and the Yeti. I'm guessing that's Teddy, and that's the Yeti, and they fight monsters. This is an X-Men classic that's got a big old Wendigo on it. Looks just like that Spider-Man. I thought it was pretty cool. Had to get it. This is a 3-part series called Hairy Things. They meet up with Bigfoot, and then it looks like they team up with Bigfoot. You know, because I would want to team up with them. I wouldn't want to be on the opposite ends. And this will be the last book of this video so far. But we got, this was an A-OK from old Fooberry Crunch. And it's the Abominable Snowman. And them girls is fighting over him. But yeah, so that is the Squatch collection so far. And I gotta say, like, out of all of them, it's hard to choose what your favorites are. But I don't know. I'd still probably have to go with the Rob Zombie. But a lot of the other ones are cool and everything, but that's the one where like I like the storyline too and shit like that. But still all cool, you know. But I bet you didn't know there was that many freaking covers in there. Still, I could probably fill another long box or two with what else is out there. That's how many there are for me to go out and hunt. And it's hard to find because not a lot of people are even selling them on eBay. When I see new ones on there, I swoop them. But now you know something about me. That's what I collect. I don't have Spider-Man books other than this one that I'm willing to trade. You see that, Chad? But yeah, I mean, I do collect Walking Dead. So, I mean, out of everything, Chad will know this is my favorite book. By far. But just wanted to show off the Squatch collection right now. I'm probably gonna go live again in a little while, and I'm gonna be working on my comic book, so I'm just gonna be chilling and drawing. If you guys want to catch that later, hit the little notification bell. I'm gonna start posting a lot more on here, showing off some of the stuff I got. And we'll be doing unboxings when I don't want to wait for those losers to freaking open up boxes. So stay tuned for all that. I will catch you guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. All you guys in the chat, what up? And I'll see you later. And I know that it's going to click the button again. See, so I didn't say it this time. But now I'm going to say it. Foo is a furry.